right? So this is the numerical that we are going to see for the simulation model in today's lecture. So previously also I have told you that the simulation model can be used as an application to various models. So here we are going to see it with respect to the inventory control, right? So simulation model can be used for the inventory control as well, right? So let's begin with this numerical, and you'll be understand how this numerical is framed and how it is to be solved. A very interesting numerical, but the understanding is required. So there's a numerical statement that has been given. A company trading in motor vehicle space wishes to determine the level of stock it should carry for the items in its range. Demand is not certain, and there is a lead time for stock replenishment. For one item X, the following information is obtained. Demand that are units per day that have been given, that is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the probability for all the demands is given, that is 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.3 and 0.1. Carrying cost per unit per day is equal to 20 paise. Now carrying cost that I will be making you understand, that is the inventory carrying cost has been given us. So that is per unit per day is 20 paise. Ordering cost per order is ₹5, and lead time for the replenishment is 3 days. Stock in hand at the beginning of simulation exercise was 20 units. You are required to carry out simulation run over a period of 10 days with the objective of evaluating the following inventory rule. So the inventory rule has been given. Order 15 units when the present inventory plus any outstanding order falls below 15 units. The sequence of random numbers to be used is this. This is the random number that are given to us. Using the first number for day 1, your calculation should include the total cost of operating this inventory rule for 10 days. So this has been the numerical to us, and let's understand what is actually this numerical. So what is this? This particular factory is there, which is trading in motor vehicle spare parts, right? And it wishes to determine the level of stock. So particularly what they will be doing, they will be ordering the stock as and when required, depending upon what is the stock situation. But there is a lead time for stock replenishment. That means if I want to get a stock, it won't be available immediately. It will have a certain it will have a certain lead time. So for example, if my lead time is 1 day, so if I order today, I'll be getting the stock tomorrow, right? So stock replenishment will the stock is finished and we are replenishing it, or we are refreshing that particular stock. So that particular is the meaning. The lead time, so that is the delay time in getting the stock, right? So there is a certain item X, right? So they have told us that the demand per units per day of that particular item X has been given, and the probability for that demand is also given to us. So inventory carrying cost per unit per day is 20 paise. So for example, if there is 1 unit of this stock X that is in my inventory, so per day carrying cost of that particular X item is 20 paise, because what will happen, they will have to store it somewhere. So they will be taking a go down, and the go down will have a rent. So particularly they have determined that if I have to keep that particular inventory, or if I have to keep that particular part X in my go down, so per day I'll be requiring 20 paise for carrying that inventory, right? So this will be demotivating. What will happen because of this carrying cost? You can't order surplus amount. For example, I require particularly let's say that I require I won't be blindly ordering 1,000 pieces directly. As and when required, then only I'll be ordering the pieces depending upon the lead time. So if I directly order 1,000 pieces, so that will be lying in my stock, and that particularly will raise some money. That will be the cost to that particular owner of that workshop, because he will have to pay 20 paise for each of the 1,000 units per day. So no, because of this 20 paise cost, there is no, we'll have to manage it very efficiently, and because of that, this numerical is to be solved. Now, ordering cost is also rupees, per order is 5, right? So even the units can be different, but the ordering cost what they are telling is rupees 5 for it. Now for the item X, they are telling us that the lead time is 3 days. So if I order today, after 3 days that particular stock will be coming at my location. Now they are telling that at the very start of the simulation, we have 20 units, and we have to calculate the simulation for the next 10 days depending upon the random numbers that are given to us. So they have for certain inventory rule. So that inventory rule is to be followed while determining the inventory status. So what is that rule? That is order 15 units when present inventory plus any outstanding order falls below 15 units. So if my if my stock falls below 15 units, immediately I'll be ordering that particular. Immediately I'll be ordering 15 units on that particular day only. That will be arriving after 3 days, but if the stock is less than 15 units, I have to order 15 units. That is compulsorily to be done. That is the inventory rule. What we have to find out is the total cost of operating this inventory. So that particular workshop for next 10 days, we are going to simulate the data, and we are going to find out what is the cost associated, right? So what will be the first step? The very first day, what we are going to do is we are going to simulate the demand for the next 10 days using the random numbers, right? So our step should be like simulation of demand for next 10 days by allocation of these random numbers. So let's know, it is very simple. We already know we have this data that is given. So demand is already, this data is there, and I had made it arranged in the vertical format. So right, so demand is 3 and the probability across is 0.1, 4, then it is 0.2, 5, 0.3, 6.3 and 7.1. So the next column what we have is the cumulative probability. So 0 plus 0.1 is 0.1, 0.1 plus 0.2 is 0.3, 0.3 plus 0.3 is 0.6, 0.6 plus this 0.3 is 0.9, and 0.9 plus 0.1 comes out to be 1. Alright, so we have to decide the range. So probability is 1, so there will be only one random number range there that will be there. So it is 0. We will be starting with 0, right? So nextly we have the probability of 2, so there will be 2 random numbers, so 1 and 2. The probability is 3 here, and we'll be having 3 random numbers starting from 3, and the last random number will be 5. We have again 3 probability here starting from 6, the last will be 8, and here we have only 1 probability, so 8 plus 1 is 9. So up till now I am hoping that there isn't any doubt, because we have repeatedly seen this particular, up to this step we have repeatedly seen for few of the numericals. So next is again allocation. So we have this random numbers that are given to us. Now let's count the random numbers, right? These random numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there are 14 random numbers that are given to us, but we have to we have to simulate the data only for 10 days, right? So now if they are asking us for 10 days, so we are going to use 10 random numbers only starting from 0 as for first day. They have still told us that using the first random number for day 1. So if it is asked for 10 days, how many random numbers we are going to take? Only 10. Irrespective of given random numbers, like they will be, so minimum we require 10 random numbers, right? So we are not going to focus upon the extra 4 that are already given us, because the data that has been asked is 10 days. If it would have been asked for 14 days, we will have to take for 14 days, right? So now let's start with this first random number, 0. So the allocation here, it is 0, right? Next random number is 9. So the allocation that we have is here. The next random number we have is 1. So the random number allocation is here. Next is again 1. The random number allocation is here. Next is 5. The random number allocation is here. Next is again 1. The random number allocation is here. Next is 3. So the random number allocation is here, and lastly we have 5. So that completes our 10 random numbers. It has been placed here. So now if you see for first day, what will be our demand? The demand will be 3 units of X. For second day, if we see, it will be 7. The demand will be 7. For third day, the demand will be 4. For again fourth day, the demand will be 4. For fifth day, the demand will be 5. For sixth day, the demand will be 4. For seventh day, the demand will be 6. And for eighth day, the demand will be again 6. For ninth day, the demand will be 5. And for the 10th day, the demand will be again 5. Right? Now, what we have been asked that we are going to do, they are asking us about the total cost of operating the inventory. So that means that they particularly are asking about addition of these two costs for 10 days, right? So that is how much cost is required for carrying that particular units per day, and what is the ordering cost for the entire 10 days. So this particularly is called as the total cost. So we are going to find out the carrying cost per unit per day, so carrying cost per day as well, the ordering cost per order. So addition of these two will be our total operating cost. So the table should be made accordingly, right? So here is the table that I have made. So this is very important numerical. I want you to pay the attention here. So I made a mistake. I started from 1, but no, I wanted to make you understand. So I started from 0 again, right? So now what is the first column here? It is day. So demand, next column is demand per units. Next is units order. How many units we are going to order? Here I have written the lead time. Nextly, when are the units received? That also I have taken. Next is the inventory. That is the number of units with us. Next is the inventory carrying cost that I have written here. And next is the cost per ordering cost in rupees. So both of these are taken in the rupees because they have been they have given us the rate in paise, but I've taken it in rupees for the addition and the understanding purpose. So now let's understand. I want you to give attention to this in a good manner. So let's start with our 0 day. So they have told us that at 0 day the available X units are 20. Right. So what will be the inventory cost for that particular inventory cost for that day? It will be 20 into 20 paise, right? So 20 into 20 paise will be equal to what? It will be equal to 4, right? So now on first day, what is our demand on first day? Our demand is 17. Our demand is 3 units. So 20 minus 3 will come out to be 17, right? So now what is the next demand that we have? The next demand is 7. So 17 minus 7 will come out to be 10, right? Now what they have told us, if the stock fell if the stock is less than 15 units, immediately order 15 units. So now here what has happened? We have seen that the stock has fell on second day, that we have only 10 units which are less than 15 units. So what we are going to do is we are going to directly order the 15 units. So I have ordered 15 units and I know that the lead time is 3, right? So we are not going to focus upon inventory cost as of now. Inventory cost will be calculated afterwards. Focus only on the ordering cost as of now. So I have ordered 15 units, right? And I know that the lead time is 3 days. So it won't be available for me immediately, but I'll have to pay the ordering cost, which is 5 rupees. And I have taken 5 rupees, or I have put down the value of 5 rupees here, right? So now we have the stock situation 10. So on the next demand is 4 units. So 10 minus 4 will come out to be 6, right? So next demand is 4 units, and the 6 minus 4 will come out to be 2, right? On fifth day, what is going to happen is that this is the third day right now. So your fifth day is third day. That is, we have this is 1 day. This is we have ordered it on second day, and we have received it on 5th day. That means on 3rd day we are receiving this. So what are the units received? The units received are 15 units that we have received. Now 15 units we have received and the previous 2 units. That means that we have 17 units. 15 plus 2 will be equal to how much? It will be equal to 17 units. So on 5th day the opening stock is 17 units. 17 units minus this 5 units which was the demand come out to be 12 units. Right? I'm hoping that no, we have got this. If not got, I'm repeating the statement, these steps again. Right? So we started with this 20 units. Now the demand on first day is 3 units. So 20 minus 3 is 17 units. Next day demand is 7 units. So 17 minus 7 is 10 units. Now the stock has fell by it was less than 15 units, so we have immediately ordered 15 units and we have paid 5 rupees. Right? The stock will be available after 3 days. On the 3rd day the stock will be available with us. Right? So next we are actually having 10 units only. So 10 minus 4, which is the demand for 3rd day, will be 6. 6 minus 4 again is 2, and on the 3rd day what has happened? The units are received, the 15 units are received. So that day the stock situation is 15 plus this 2 is equal to 17, and the demand for that day is 5. So 17 minus 5 comes out to be 12. I'm hoping I have made this point very clear. Now what has again if you see, this is particularly 12 on this at this particular stock situation. What has happened? Again, this is less than 15. So immediately we'll have to order the units which are 15 units. Right? So on that particular day only, I've ordered 15 units and the lead time that I know is 3. The units that are available are 15. The next demand is 4. So 12 minus 4 is 8. Right? The next demand is 6. So 8 minus 6 is 2. Now this is the 3rd day and we have received our previously ordered units. Those are 15 units. Right? So previous day we had 2 in stock and 15 plus 2 is now 17 stock that we have, and the demand is 6. So that means 17 minus 6 will come out to be 11. Right? 11 again, the units are less than 15 and we'll have to immediately order the next set of units. So immediately I have ordered 15 and I have paid 5 rupees as well. Right? So now that the situation that we have in the stock we have is 11 only. So 11 minus 5 is 6 and 6 minus 5 is 1. So at the end of this day we have we particularly have 1 unit that is remaining. Now let's find out the inventory. So here we have to just multiply the units with 20 paise. Right? So 20 into 20 paise is equal to 4. 17 into 20 paise is equal to 3.4. Right? So 10 into 20 paise will be equal to 2 rupees 2. 6 into 20 paise will be 120 paise, that is 1.2 rupees. 2 into 20 paise, that is 40 paise, that is 0.4 rupees. 12 into 20 paise, that is 240 paise, that is 2.4 rupees. 8 into 20 paise, that is 160 paise, will be 1.6 rupees. 2 into 40 paise, that is 0.4 rupees. 11 into 20, that will be 220 paise, that will be 2.2 rupees. 6 into 20 is equal to 120 paise, that will be 1.2 rupees. 1 into 20 paise will be 0.2 rupees. So if we add all this, we'll be getting the particularly we'll be getting the value as rupees 19. Again, the ordering cost is also there. The ordering cost is rupees 5 here. We have ordered the unit thrice, right? So we have ordered unit here. So we have paid rupees 5 here. We have ordered unit here. So we have paid the units here. We have ordered the units here, and we have paid for the units here. So addition of this is equal to rupees 50. Now we have to find out what is the total operating cost. I've told you that it is the inventory carrying cost plus ordering cost. So that is equal to 19 plus 15, which is equal to 34. right? So this finishes your numerical, and